gorgeous. Are you ready to join the ranks of the elite high performers? You know, the 1% within the 1% that is absolutely crushing their industry? Then you've come to the right place, because today I am going to share with you the mental shifts that you need to start making if you are serious about joining this Alpha Elite group. Hey, my name is Anel, and I am the instigator of a Thrive Evolution for Alpha females. Let me start off by saying, you can either argue for your limitations, or you can allow yourself to open up and receive a new way of thinking. What I have found is that when people start getting really defensive, they've already lost the game. They've already moved into that ego space of, I'll show her, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Well, darling, what I am sharing with you today is after more than a decade of not only coaching high performers, whether it is as CEOs or entrepreneurs or either some athletes, but in competing in high-level events such as the Sky Run and the Ironman. Now, this is where your elites of the elite come together, competing not against each other, but against themselves. These are the types of events that really push you to your limits, taking you to the deepest recesses of your mind, and you have to find the ways to overcome it. So if this is something that you are interested in bringing into your life because you are so committed to your purpose and your mission and your ultimate legacy, then let's get delving in to the mindset of high performance. The very first thing I want to share with you is that you have to decide that you're in this for the long run. This is the difference between the one-hit wonders and the people that leave behind legacies. Because high performance is not an instant game. There is so much conditioning that has to go into your mind and your body before you actually start getting the real results. And majority of people just don't have the patience. They want the results and they want them now, which is fine, but they have such a tiny little base that their pyramids peak very, very quickly and you never hear from them again. The high performance game is where you have the discipline to slow yourself down so that you can build a solid, big foundation so that your pyramid will peak really, really high. So if you are not going to be in this for the long run, if you are not committed to legendary, then the rest of this video is completely irrelevant to you, and I would invite you to stop watching right now. The next part of the process is that high performance is an internal game. It is where you are continuously connecting in with yourself to understand what is happening on the inside. Why do all of my corporate clients have to do physical training? Because the fastest way to start identifying the stories in your head is when you are sweating like a pig. This is also why I don't believe in listening to audiobooks whilst training, because you want to know what's going on. You want to start hearing what that voice is telling you when things start hurting, when things start trembling. Is the voice telling you to keep going, that you've got what it takes? Or is she telling you you're going to die if you don't stop right now? That it's okay. Nobody will know the difference because there's nobody around you. You know, you train when there's nobody in the gym because you don't want to be seen by other people. When we start identifying what's going on in our heads through training, through physical training, we start seeing the patterns of where else in our lives this is showing up. And when we start identifying those patterns and we start working the mindset muscle in the gym through training, we can start creating new beliefs for ourselves, which we then bring into the boardroom, bring into the conversations with our clients, and start showing up with conviction, confidence, and certainty. You want to start connecting to your emotions. High performers understands that we are human and no 2 days are created equal. We all have our days where we feel like absolute rock stars. And we all have our days where it just feels like enough already, or we are really heartbroken about something, or, we just kind of feel like we just fucking need a break. High performers honor their emotions because we understand the impact our emotions have on our results. Now, I'm not saying use your emotions as an excuse as to why not to take action. What I am saying is that if you're on a low vibrational emotion, for the love of testicles, do not take action on your dreams. First, go and work on what's going on for you right now. And once you have turned that around, once you are ready to rock and roll, that is when you start taking the aligned action that really shifts the needle for you. Now, you also need to start picking up your patterns, because if you're a drama queen, if you're one of those people who are constantly going, oh my God, I'm so stressed out, I just can't cope with this, and you're using that as an excuse not to take action, I'm going to tell you to put a teaspoon of cement into your coffee and toughen the fuck up and start taking action. Get on your bike in the storm, go and train your resilience, and you will stop having those negative conversations with yourself. Period. The end. The next critical piece for high performance is how you fuel your body. You think that you can sit and put one Twinkie after the next into your mouth day after day and not pay a price? I don't even know what to say to you. What you put into your body determines the energy flow in your body. What you put into your body determines the energy flow in your mind and your creativity. Look, honey, it's not about having a six-pack. It's not even about eating salad leaves every single day. It's about continuously checking in. Am I fueling the machine right now? Or am I just doing that emotional eating crap that I was brought up with because everybody else seems to be doing it around me? It's about, is what I am eating right now actually an act of love or an act of self-punishment? It's a case of, what am I eating right now that is going to benefit me in the long run compared to just giving me a quick fix in the short run? You see, high performance is about the long run. So often I find people are focused on high achievement. They just want to cross the finish line right here, right now. They don't care about the price that they're going to pay 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the line. And I am here to tell you that you absolutely can have your cake and eat it, but you have to start living like a smart cookie. Gone are the days where you have to sacrifice all the good things in your life for a little price in heaven. This is heaven or hell, depending on your choices today. High performers don't have excuses. We allow ourselves to get support. Every single high performer I have ever known works with a coach. In fact, majority of them work with multiple coaches. They have the main coach, which is focused on their critical goals for right now. And then they also have the coaches for mindset or for business or for physical exercise. Whatever it is, all of these coaches have to be in place. Now you're going to say to me, Anel, I can't afford a coach. Well, honey, I know you've heard this before, but you actually, if you are serious about high performance, you can no longer afford not to have a coach. What I'm seeing right now is people are sitting, binge eating, coaching stuff online and not following through. The difference between the people who are getting the results and not getting the results are some are working it and some are just browsing it. You have got to stop mass consuming coaching material online because every coach has a different methodology that works for them. You start cross-pollinating everything, you're going to be confused as fuck. Who do I follow? Who do I listen to? This one says I must do this, but this one says I must do that. Pick one, sign up, commit to getting the results with that person before you move on to the next coach. An important part of high performance that nobody seems to be talking about is relaxation. More importantly, recovery. Because when I say relaxation, people seem to think they have to go and sit on the beach and drink a pina colada. That's not what I'm talking about. Recovery is what is essential for high performance. Now, a lot of the times when we start looking at the athletic fraternity, recovery is often doing cross-training. So as a cyclist, your recovery could be a swim or yoga or just going and working out in the gym with really light weights, whatever the case might be. Recovery does not mean that you can't do anything. Now, it's the same in business. We need to give our minds recovery time. So instead of sitting and scrolling on social media during your recovery time, maybe what you want to do is actually go for that run and get your body moving. Maybe what you want to do is go and make love to your man and get the juices flowing. Maybe what you want to do is have a stimulating conversation with your best friend and just laugh a little and just shift your mind out of the humdrum, like really hard work, which is what is required if you are going to achieve your results. Now, this video might come across as a little bit hardcore, but here's the thing, darling. I am just seeing way too many people saying that they really want to be successful, but they're not prepared to do what it actually takes. And I'm going to say to you, what it actually takes is discipline. Yes, I just said that dirty word. But it is. It comes down to discipline. Now, maybe like so many people, you have some really negative connotations to the word discipline. But really, for me, what it comes down to is choice. It is deciding that I will be successful regardless. Like zero excuses policy. It is a decision to do whatever it takes to be successful. To do whatever it takes until it takes. It's a decision to honor myself by having the discipline to check in with what's going on in my head. To have the discipline to check in with what's going on with my emotions. Not making my emotions wrong, but just using them as an indicator to start identifying the stories that's going on in the background. It's about having the discipline of checking in with my body and what my energy levels are like right now. And what do I need in order for me to have high performance consistently day after day, year after year? No more crash and burn, darling. When you are checking in with your body and your body says that now is the time to take a break, do you have the discipline to take the break? Or do you just kind of go, no, it's not 5 p.m. yet. I can't possibly not be working right now. I'm just going to slog it out, even though my work quality is really shit right now. It takes discipline to work with a coach. It takes discipline to surround yourself with those who have high levels of excellence for themselves. It takes discipline to be uncomfortable day after day in your journey to excellence. It takes discipline to keep the faith. So if you are serious about being a high performer in this day and time, then I'm going to ask you, have you decided that you're in it for the long run and that you will take the time that is required for a really big and solid foundation? Or will you allow your ego to dictate your peak? Are you checking in with your emotions? Are you ensuring that your emotions are actually being honored and that the energy from that is being cultivated into the aligned action? Are you checking in with your mind? What are the stories that is going on? And when are those stories starting to come up for you? How are they impacting your actions, and how are those actions impacting your results? Are you setting yourself up for success by investing in a dream team? Most importantly, are you disciplined enough to hold back when you need to hold back, to rise up when you need to rise up, to take massive action when you need to take massive action, and to recover when it's time to recover? This is the world of high performance. Nobody ever said it's pretty. Nobody ever said it's easy. That's why this is not where the majority plays. I don't care about the majority. I care about you. So let me know in the comments, are you ready to become a high performer? Are you ready to become a legend? And if you are, what are you doing today to ensure longevity in your high performance? After all, darling, only death is inevitable. Thriving is always the choice of the alpha female. Live with honor. Cheers.
To find out more about how you can partner with Anal to achieve a next level thrive, visit www.analbester.com.